Memories warm you up from the inside, but they also tear you apart. If you only read the books that everyone else is reading, you can only think what everyone else is thinking. Pain is inevitable, suffering is optional. What happens when people open their hearts? They get better. I think that love is something more than just a feeling. It's an action. It's about doing things for someone else. If you're young, don't worry too much about the future. Stay focused on the present and keep doing your best. No matter how much suffering you went through, you never wanted to let go of those memories. It's easy to talk big, but the important thing is whether or not you clean up the shit. I sometimes think that people's hearts are like deep wells. Nobody knows what's at the bottom. Lost opportunities, lost possibilities, feelings we can never get back. That's part of what it means to be alive. Life is not like water. Things in life don't necessarily flow over the shortest possible route. Death is not the opposite of life, but a part of it. You can always find something to be happy about. You just have to look for it. Closing your eyes isn't going to change anything. Nothing's going to disappear just because you can't see what's going on. Is it possible in the final analysis for one human being to achieve perfect understanding of another? What a terrible thing it is to wound someone you really care for and to do it so unconsciously. Silence, I discover, is something you can actually hear. The most important thing we learn at school is the fact that the most important things can't be learned at school. Deep down, everyone wants to believe they're special, but few actually are. Nobody likes being alone that much. I don't go out of my way to make friends, that's all. If you only read the books that everyone else is reading, you can only think what everyone else is thinking. It's like Tolstoy said, happiness is an allegory, and happiness a story. Listening to someone's story and understanding it are two different things. The world is a huge place with problems that seem to go beyond the capacity of one person to solve them. Taking crazy things seriously is a serious waste of time. As time goes on, you'll understand what lasts, what doesn't. When you come out of the storm, you won't be the same person who walked in. No truth can cure the sorrow we feel from losing a loved one. People's memories are maybe the fuel they burn to stay alive. You can't please everybody, you know. What we seek is some kind of compensation for what we put up with. Most things are forgotten over time, even the war itself. The life and death struggle people went through is now like something from the distant past. Every one of us is losing something precious to us. Lost opportunities, lost possibilities, feelings we can never get back again. If you remember me, then I don't care if everyone else forgets. What a terrible thing it is to wound someone you really care for and to do it so unconsciously. The world's a hard place, Izumi. It don't care. It don't hate you and me, but it don't love us either. No matter how far you travel, you can never get away from yourself. There are ways of dying that don't end in funerals, types of death you can't smell. Most things are forgotten over time, even the war itself. The life and death struggle people went through is now like something from the distant past. If you only read the books that everyone else is reading, you can only think what everyone else is thinking.